Hello guys, my name is Wait a minute. I thought I was done doing reviews. What am I doing here at the table with this figure? Well guys, I'm here to tell you that the reviews are back. And they are better than ever. You still got the same old background, you still got the desk, but I'm actually in the dark right now. And this is my lamp that's emitting this light. And I got a new camera, so that way I can raise and lower it. And yeah, I just think that I should review these awesome figures that have been coming out these past few weeks. You got Transformers Siege, Transformers Studio Series. You got all new figures. Like, oh my god, I need to review some of this stuff. But anyways, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Optimus Prime. Now this figure, oh my god, is the definitive Optimus Prime figure. Yeah, it's not really perfect. I mean, you got this translucent blue grille, and you still got a giant gap in the back and these giant weapons on the side, which you could just take off, but I'm not gonna. But I love this figure. This is a great figure, guys. If you haven't even seen or played with this figure, why not? You need to. I know it might sound like I'm being a major, whatever. Anyways. So as you can see here, Optimus Prime is a cab over truck, and it's just perfect. Now for vehicle comparisons, here we have the Transformers Combiner Wars Optimus Prime, which is also a cab over truck. It's G1, but sort of stylized. It's pretty good. You got metallic blue for the windows, got translucent for these, but I much prefer Siege Optimus because, oh my god, the transformation and the robot mode on this figure are just delicious. But we're here to talk about the vehicle mode. So let's see what kind of details we got here. We got this sort of scratched up, weathered effect. That is the sort of definitive look of this toy line. You got some sort of scratch effect on all the figures. If you look beneath, it's kind of a mess, but it's not that bad. There's an ant on my desk. And let's take a look at his weapons. Here we have Optimus Prime's weapons. We got the iconic Ion Blaster and this shield looking thing. It's a little bit thick. I wonder why. We'll get into that later. But it's got pretty nice detail. There's a little Autobot symbol right there. And this can actually transform, but we're going to transform it while we transform Optimus. And this Ion Blaster is just great. It doesn't come apart to become two separate blasters unlike the Power of the Prime's toy. It doesn't look like a engine block that can combine with another gun, like the Combiner Wars. It's just perfect. Now, let's transform this guy. Oh, before we do that, I want to note that Siege's gimmick is you got all these 5mm ports. You got two up here, one on each side of the cab, one on each side of the back wheels, and you got one right here. And you even got two on these little smokestacks. Now, let's transform Siege Optimus into robot mode. First, we're gonna unclip these panels, open up the windows. We're gonna untab the bumper from these lights. We're gonna swing all that up. We're gonna collapse the bumper in, collapse these side sections in, and fold that in. And then you're going to fold these out, which will become his feet and heels. You can take these parts and you're going to fold them in. Now you're going to take the legs, split them apart, unclip that, and this, and take this little gray part, unclip it from the blue pieces, and swing them down. Now, this is some clever engineering. You take these wheels, hinge them around like that, hinge the other one around like that. Then you're going to take these side pieces and you're going to clip it into those wheel wells. Then you're going to rotate the legs. And there we got some legs. Now, fold the wheels down. Then you're going to take these side panels and you're going to flip them down. And you're going to bring out the arms, fold the panels all the way down, and flip this around. Again with the other side, down, around. And you're going to, now this is my favorite part of the transformation, you're going to raise these wheels up and you're going to collapse them into the chest. Why ain't it going? It's not. Oh yeah, that's right, we need to get the head out first. Oh dang. I'll show you why we have to get the head out first before we collapse in the wheels. So you see these little gaps right here. If you try to put the wheel wells in, you can see that these little red parts stick out like that, and it's gonna be very hard to flip the head out. Close up the chest, collapse the waist, take this whole back section, turn it around, fold it down, and then clip it into place. Get them all situated, and you're done. And here we have Siege Optimus in robot mode. And oh my god, it's flippin' amazing. Now, you got more of this battle damage on the arms. Still got the ones on the shoulders. You got some on his thighs and even on the windows. But Toy Hacks labels can fix that. And they can also give you bigger smokestacks if you don't like these, but I'm not really bothered by them. Ooh. And I don't know what to say about this, guys, but it's amazing. And I even heard when you open up the chest, there's nothing really inside, but somebody's making a upgrade kit for this figure that's supposed to come with a matrix that can be inserted into the chest in robot mode and be taken on, put on the back of the cab in truck mode, which I think I might get. That might be the only add-on kit I might get besides the giant gun for, what do you call that figure? The giant Bumblebee that came out for the Bumblebee movie. Anyways, and Toy Hacks did something very clever with these panels. They made a sticker to where this can be his communicator, and that's just awesome. And if you even situate his arms such a way, it actually looks like he's talking to his fellow Autobots. But he's not, he's just talking to a panel on his arm. Now let's talk about the weapons. The shield becomes an axe, and how do you do that? Well, you unclip the handle, fold it down. There's this little nub right here. Get that with your fingernail, and then you'll flip out this. Then you can flip out the blade. Now you have to fold out this part before you do this part, because if you don't, it's kinda janky, and once you turn it back into shield mode, you need to fold the blade in first, then that part. You see what I mean? It won't come out. But anyways, you have an axe that can be wielded by Optimus. Now, one complaint I do have, my figure's wrist swivel is very loose. This one, however, is nice and tight. That's why I always put the axe in this hand. Now he's wielding an axe. And you can also give him his classic G1 blaster. Pretty nice. Now, you can actually store these on the figure. Turn the figure around. This was the top of the cab. Transform the shield back into the axe back into the shield mode. And that can clip onto that can go on the 5mm port, and also his gun can go on the 5mm port. And you have weapon storage, which is on his back, and it's pretty nice. If you lift up this panel, you can see there's a little hole right there. I assume that's for a stand of some kind, but he didn't come with one. Oh well. But let's talk about the posability. Actually, no, I lied. Let's talk about the head sculpt here. This head sculpt, man. Ooh, baby. I think this was the same head sculpt as the Power of the Primes, because it looks just like it, but shrunken down. Now let's talk about the posability. You got a ball joint at the head, can look up that far and look down that far. Shoulders on a rotation, and you get this little transformation joint that can make the arms go backward. And watch this, guys. If you lift the arm up, this little panel gets out of the way, and it's like awesome. But you have to close it back up manually. Anyways, outward forward arms. You got a bicep swivel, well over, I think it's 90 degree, I think it's over 90 degrees, bend at the elbow, a loose wrist swivel, and here's another weapon you can use. These little lights in truck mode look like little miniguns that can flip out in robot mode and look, I really like that detail. Anyways, you get a waist swivel of all things. You have forward and backward movement, in and out. You got a very limited thigh swivel, but you get a knee swivel. I think the thigh swivel is pretty redundant. And you also get a well over 90 degree bend at the knee, which is very satisfying to do. And you get a pivot, which is pretty nice. You can get a wide stance with that pivot. I wish his stance was a little bit wider, but doesn't really matter to me. Great posability, great figure, great transformation. This figure's pretty nice. And for size comparisons, here we have Combiner Wars, Optimus Prime, and ew, get that figure out of my face. This is the definitive Prime. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. If you want to get this figure, go to BigBadToyStore.com. That's where I got mine. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.